In the calm chill of the early morning of Friday, 150 cycle enthusiasts got on their bicycles, clipped their helmets and clutched their brakes, riding towards the mission of defeating diabetes in oneness. Type 1 diabetes survivor Brayas Dakal led the pack of cyclists, which included Health Minister Vishwajit Rane. While addressing a gathering of cyclists and diabetes survivors, Brayas Dakal recounted his own struggles with being a diabetes 1 victim and how that altered people's perception of him, doubting his quest to success. Here's more.
Indeed, we are immensely happy to see you all here early in the morning to join this campaign of pattern changing diabetes. We have the Feed India movement, Eat Right movement, and this is paddle changing diabetes movement. And with Novo Nordisk, we want to inculcate this habit across the population all over the state. I think you're all ready with the cycles here. People have joined us here from Kankona, from Perne, from all corners of Goa who have come here. About 150 participants we are going to have, and we have Mr.
He summed it all up, and we need to understand from his words is that what Novo Nordisk is trying to do along with our health services is there's no limit or there's no any boundary or restriction. And I think what he just summed up in what he tried to say is that he believed himself that he can achieve what he wants to achieve. Diabetes, type 1 diabetes did not restrict him from achieving his dreams. And I think all of us are doing all this basically to create awareness and also move towards the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister of Fit India. And many times I have a lot of friends who have come here who are passionate people who have taken up to cycling. This is something that is very picking up, and basically these type of activities will help us keep going. Our government is committed under our Chief Minister to see that these type of initiatives are taken forward and also work towards creating a better environment and quality of life for our people. Rajesh is here, all of them passionately cycle. So looking at them cycle, sometimes I cross them early in the morning and I'm worried. Somebody said 10 kilometers. I said, I can't do 10 kilometers. Let me see how much I can go. But the only thing is, the whole idea that we are trying to mention to the people is, one is creating awareness, one is giving you a solution, and one is also trying to inculcate in a different type of discipline and in our mind that there is no restriction of any kind, even if we have this type of a condition, but we can achieve all these things, but we need to have a better quality of lifestyle. And that's why the Prime Minister keeps on harping that you need to work towards a fit mind and we can perform much better. And I think all of us can do it, all of us are here to take this mission forward. And I mean, what you just mentioned is that from a totally where you were blocked and your thought process stop thinking is how do you move forward and achieving your dreams and completing more than 250 to 300 races. I mean, that's amazing, and I think you're like an example for all of us and all the people present here today.
Being in India, trying to change diabetes and to spread the mission of our wonderful team. And of course, to me, it makes me really happy to see so many people coming together for an event, for a cycling event, and to promote cycling, to promote health, and to promote diabetes awareness. So thank you all for being here. It's a truly pleasure to join you. I want to explain to you a little bit of my little history. So when I was 7 years old, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I was so young that I didn't know what diabetes was. I didn't know that it existed. So suddenly one day I found myself in a room at the hospital. I saw my mom crying, and a doctor told me that my life was going to change from now on. And that's a big shock for a little boy, a 7 years old boy. Right? Many things were difficult on the way. Doctors and teachers and coaches, they didn't believe that I could be successful in sports or even life because I had type 1 diabetes. And of course, that is setting you a limit. But I didn't believe that. I kept fighting every day. I kept fighting during all my life to achieve my dreams. When I was 13 years old, I was kicked out of my football team because they said, Bryce, we are afraid of your diabetes. So, you cannot compete with us. Then I tried cycling. And in cycling, the same thing happened over and over. I was demonstrating to be one of the best cyclists in my team, but sadly, my coaches were scared, were afraid. They didn't understand diabetes. They didn't know what diabetes was. And they kept telling me, Bryce, cycling for you has to be a hobby. Cycling for you has to be like an activity that you do 2-3 times a week, just for yourself, just enjoying it.